Okay, welcome back to the channel. Hmm. So how are you doing, guys? So today we're gonna check the context, right? So let's find the context first. Yeah. So here we have the context, and we're gonna go through the whole docs of the context, and we'll see that how it works. Then we will also try to do some stuff with that all, like how it can. Oh, let me check if my audio is okay. Okay, so yeah, hey Gina, how are you? So let's go. Hmm. Okay, I haven't started VS Code yet. Hmm. So I created new project from with help of hard, right? So we're gonna use that. Hmm. Okay, and of course let's open that as well. Hmm. Okay, so this is a Laravel project without any starter kit, right? Hmm. So let's see that. Read everything one by one, and let's apply as well. Hmm. Laravel's context capabilities enable you to capture and retrieve and share information throughout the request, jobs, and commands executing within your application. Hmm. That's good, right? And that is what we are interested in today, right? So the captured information will also included in your logs written by your application. Nice, giving you a deeper insight into surrounding code execution history, that occurred before a log entry was written, and allowing you to trace the execution flows throughout the your distributed system. Hmm, that's good. How it works? Let me know my voice is proper. Okay, so how it works? The best way to understand Laravel context capability is to see it in the action using built-in logging features, right? To get started, you may add information to context. Mm. Using context facade, in the example, we will use a middleware to add a request URL and a unique trace ID to the context on every incoming request. Okay. So what it is doing, it has a middleware, right? So do you want to go with the same example? Okay. This is the middleware. Okay. Thanks, Jill. Add context, and yeah, so it is adding URL and trace ID, right? So it is just a UID. Hmm. Then whenever we log something, right, we will have auth ID which we actually logged, and the context, right, with this. In our middleware we did this. In controller, if you dispatch this, it's queuable, right? And yeah, that is also processing stuff. Hmm. And done. Hmm. Add key value, add first, second key. Okay, let's do this. Hmm. Let's do this. So what we're gonna do is we can just add a middleware, as they said. So new file, of course, middleware slash whoa index.php, and we're gonna copy this and paste. Right. Okay. Perfect. Hmm. And okay, so we need to apply this middleware somewhere, right, to get that. So let's have a web route. uh, hmm. So let's have, wow, add context middleware over here, right? And hmm, let's taste it. So, oh, we need to remove the slash. Okay, so we are getting the context. So middleware is applied right here. Hmm. So what we can do is we can say something like, as they said, log info, uh, my data, whatever. I don't even care about other stuff, right? So they said that if you log something, it will, your context will be in the log, right? So if I reload this, perfect. And if I say storage slash logs slash laravel dot log, right? And we have it, right? Hmm. So they were correct. I mean, yeah, of course they should be correct. And you can, oops. So you can do that as well. I mean, so let's create one job, right? So PHP artisan make job context. Hmm. Job for context dot php. No need to do that. Okay. So now we have this job, and oh, that is not the job. Yeah, this is the, we have the job, and we will say context, right? DD, or I don't know. Let's see. Hmm. Or maybe uh let's just do info here, or that, or maybe I think what we can do is we can just, there is nothing. So we can just say log info my data, right? And we supposed to have our data in this job, right? And let's check our env, right? Our session driver is database, queue connection is database, right? Okay, so let's say php artisan queue, whoa, queue column work, right? And it is in windows, that's why I think capital W is working, but I don't know. Yeah. So what I will, oh, we need to dispatch that job here, right? Dispatch new job for context, and of course let's import it. And whoa, sorry, we need to say that my data from job. Hmm, right. Let's reload this. We have the trace ID as well here. Okay, so you can see easily that this job is processed in the a different environment, right? Where uh, this was actually like, see, there was nothing related to, so how this works actually, that we also need to check, right? So we want to check it, but yeah, so we done that as well, right? Now here we have something like capturing context. hmm so they are already shown add over here, but they are now explaining us that how to use add. Okay, you can also provide array. Hmm. So if first argument is key, then second argument can be array, other value. Otherwise, you can also pass the array. Okay, there is one thing, add if. Hmm. So what is the add if? I didn't understand. Understand what is add if? We need to read it. I think. Let's say you may store. That is, I think, understandable. So, or do we need to read it all? All information available in broadcast. When the job is dispatched, any information captured should be stored in the capture shared with the job. The captured information in the header back into the hydrated back into the context while job is executing. So if your job's handle method was to be rate log, the result information will be this. Although the focused built-in logging related feature is Laravel context, the following documentation will be literature. Okay, let's go ahead. So you may add like this. Yeah, you can also pass items. The add method will override any existing value if that shares the same key. If you only wish to add information in the context, if the key does not already exist, then you may use add if. Okay, so if the key is not add unless, it should be add unless, no, like I mean add unless key exists, add if key doesn't exist. Wait, we need to read again. If you only want to wish to add information to context if the key does not already exist, right? So I don't know, like it, it shouldn't be add unless, I don't know. Okay, so I got it. So they are saying that if I will have, I don't know. So yeah, this is in the middleware. So after log, right? I will say after log and before after log and before dispatching the job, I will say context, which is facade, yeah, and add what if, right, and small f, right, and what we're gonna do is we can say trace ID, right? So let's go to the middleware and copy this. That's it. And of course, we're gonna call it. Oh, one more method is there, but yeah, we're gonna go with the flow. Okay, so this will be different ID, right? And hmm, so what we can do? Do we even need to know this ID? No. Okay, so let's run this again, right? And copy this ID, right? And check if the trace ID is updated or not, right? So if I do, yeah, so trace ID is not updated, right? But if I will use, let's cross check it as well, right? So if I remove the if from here, right, and oh wait, okay, understood. Okay, so if I reload here and copy this UID and go to the Laravel log, so now it is just matching with the uh, my data from the job, right? It is not matching with the log because what happened actually, we updated the oh oh we we updated the context, right? Hmm. Okay, so let's go ahead. So we also have increment method. Hmm. Okay, so of course if we need something like that to use a increment, right? Okay, so let's go. So what I can do, hmm. So start from here. Let's say you just copy from there. Whatever it was. Huh. Oh. Okay. We can just say records added or something like that to the request over here, right? And we can call it context context called. Let's have underscore over here just for a sec, right? Hmm. Oh, okay. We can add here as well and in a job as well. So before a log facades. Hmm. So we are incrementing on a middleware, then we are incrementing before here. Okay. So one, two, three. Yeah. So in log it will be one and two, and in okay we need to also have it here as well. So context. Oh my gosh. Right. Yeah. This is it. This is it. Okay. And now I think we can clear logs. I don't know. Yeah, we can do that and just reload it again. So see here we have two, right? And in logs here we will have one, and here we also have a one. Ah, okay. Why? Isn't it interesting? I mean, why? We called increment over here, right? Yes. Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, got it, got it. So this is something where this job stuff is running in a different environment, and like this is also running in the different environment. I mean, it is run in the web request, and that is running into the job queue, right? So for checking that, let's see how it works. So yeah, let's say, let's call it sync. Now I think this is gonna behave a little bit different. So now this is three, right? This is three, and of course, in a log we will have a one and two, right? So it always depends on your queue driver, how it like context behavior is depends on your queue driver, right? So be careful of that, right? Hmm. Okay. Whoops. Hmm. Okay, done. I thought something is fishy, but it isn't. Okay, let's go ahead. So always make sure your it will be depend on the your queue driver, right? Okay. So let's say that we are doing. Wait, wait. Okay. Right. Wait. Understood. One more mistake was there. We need to restart the queue. But I think let's do listen. Uh, what I remember is we don't need to restart the queue if we use a listen. Okay. Now we have a 2 over here, and of course we will have a 1 and 2. Yeah, right. Perfect. So we still have a 1 2 here and there, but at place of 3 here we have a 2. So if you switch the queue driver, it will make some difference in the context as well, right? Okay. Hmm. So that you need to remember. Let's tweet it. What you can say? Uh, quick reminder for Laravel. Whoa, Laravel devs. context may have different behavior based on your cue driver. Driver spelling is right. I don't know. Example ping versus database base. Hmm. So we can also add one of the emoji as well. No, not this. We can say that I don't remember what it should be. Hmm. This is nice actually, and we can put ice over here. Right? Yeah, post it and okay, done. So sorry, but we need to add it to remember, right? Okay. So yeah, this is what the increment, right? And I don't think if we need to check the 5 as well. Let's do it. So in jobs, we should have something more than 5, right? It's 2 here as and it should be 6, right? Yeah, that works. Okay. So when auth okay, context when is also there. So you if user is admin, add this, otherwise don't do this, right? Nice. That is also cool. We also have a scopes. I think it's cool. Wow. Right. I think so. Yeah, of course. So let's see what we can uh, do it. Let's see this. I will try to cover this all as soon as possible. So yeah. Hmm. So let's say uh, we can run this as a random one and sorry 0 and 1. Of course, I don't know why they don't put types in a closures, but they should. And what we can do is we can say context add hmm, uh, random number was 1, right? And we can say okay, sorry, random number is 1, right? And we can say random number is 0. Simple. What do you say? Isn't it? Yeah, of course. So let's try it. Hmm. Okay, it got hanged. Why? It has now internal server error. Okay, okay, got it. So here it should be context repository, repository, rep, repository, but I'm not able to find it. So just okay, whoa, okay. So we need to actually remove these types for now, but I'm curious what should be type of that. Let's see later on. We need to run this. So yeah, it is successfully run. Bo- okay, let's remove it. Let's run it more than 2 3 times and wow, whoa, wait. Why we don't have context here. I mean, we are adding a random number, right? Okay, but we are adding at the wrong timing. Okay, so that was the issue. Hmm. So now we have a random number as a zero that shifted is two, three times, and we have one as well. Oh, wow. So probability of one is greater than zero. Okay. So yeah, and we have scope. I don't know what is the scope, but let's see. I mean, what is the scope? Add user ID. And you need to read it, yeah. The scope method provides a way to temporarily modify the context during the execution of given callback and restore the context to its original state when the callback finish executing. Okay. Additionally, you can pass extra data that should be merged into context as the second and third argument while the closure executes. Okay, we need to read it again actually. So the scope method provides a way to temporarily modify the context during the execution of the given callback. Okay, and restore. Okay, okay. So I got it. Mhm. So what is add hidden and why trace ID is not there? They are saying that in the scope method, we provides a way to temporarily modify the context during the execution of the given callback and restore the context to its original state when the callback finishes the execution, right? Executing, I mean. Additionally, you can pass the extra data that should be merged into the context as the. So, where is this part? Restore the original state when the callback is executed. I mean, so if this is correct, the all should return this trace ID, no? Hmm. So let's see. So for that, we actually need a new route get, we can say, scope context context, right? And we will have a closer for sure, and boom. Oh, hmm. Function name will be nothing, and yeah, return type, let's say we don't need that for now. Okay, these two already imported, so hmm. So let's dump it, and of course dd this as well, right? Hmm. So I think they are not using anything other than that, so hmm. So let's call this route and see. So what I understand is, see, I told you that. So the docs are incorrect. The docs are incorrect actually. So let's fix those docs first. Hmm. So what we can do is, let's go to the framework. Hmm. So let's fix those docs. Uh, yeah, docs, of course. Then let's fork the docs. Oh, docs are already exist. Okay, I didn't know that docs are already exist. Hmm. Where is those docs? Okay, the Laravel docs. Okay, so let's sing the fork first. Okay, and of course, let's create a new branch. Fix uh, example in context, right? And of course, yeah, here we go. And we need to find here we have those context, and we will say I want to edit it, and we'll go. We will find a scope stuff. Scope. Okay, the van. Uh, oh my gosh. After van, it should be the scope, right? But now we have push. Whoa, whoa, wait. Where is the scope stuff? All hidden, yeah, all hidden. Wait. What? Find scope. What? Uh, what? Hmm. Interesting. The scope stuff is already missing. This is something we need to check. Okay. So what we can do is let's see the commits maybe or okay. I really don't know. So let's go to the context again, or we are checking the different stuff. Wait. Got it. We need to delete this repository actually. Hmm. I was like, what happened? But yeah, I think now I understood. So what we can do is we can actually uh, delete this repo and fork it again because it is a 11x and we need to update the docs for 12x. I need to uh, give hmm, let's say I need to provide 61 over here. Yeah, 61 approved. Okay. So yeah. So let's go back to the uh, Laravel and docs again. So yeah, sorry for that misunderstanding, but now it's pretty much clear. I was like, what happened actually? Why there is no scope? They removed it. I mean, but I think now it will be there. Yeah. So yeah. So let's. I hope now it is there. Should queue add if decrement? Oh, we was having also decrement. We haven't checked that, but yeah, it's cool. Okay, here it is, and the example is wrong, right? So what we can do is we can just copy this, but firstly paste it here, right? And of course, we need to remove this as well. And okay, as per Taylor, it should be in a single inverted comma. So let's do that as well. Of course, and we need a comma at the end as well, and let's commit this as well, and let's just copy and of course replace this. And yeah, think I hope I think I think yeah, this is correct, right? Commit the changes. Fixed. uh, let's start with small f. Fixed the uh, mm, correct incorrect output in scope context example, right? We was actually exploring the docs and suddenly we just did a PR. Oh, oh shit. Okay. I forgot to create a branch, but we will do it. Fit fix example in context. Uh, Not fit, just fix. I mean to say 12 dot, nah, not here. Oops. Otherwise we will. Okay, create the branch. Hmm. Now let's go over here or maybe into the commit and yeah, perfect. Create a pull request and 12.x, right? And just copy this. Hey, I run the same code into uh in a code while exploring, and here is the SS of DD, right? Yeah, I ran, sorry. Yeah, and of course it also align with docs. Okay, my first PR to Laravel docs. I never did a PR to Laravel docs, so yeah, this was my first PR to Laravel docs. Let's see. Hmm, I don't know. Okay, even if it is possible, I will create a clip of this particular video and will give it to will give the link to the docs. Okay. If the object within the context is modified inside that mission will be reflected outside of the scope. If an object within the context is modified inside the scoped closure, that mutated reflected outside the will be reflected outside the scope. Okay, what that does mean? If an object within the context is modified inside the scoped closure, that mutation will be reflected outside the scope. I think I don't know how what is he is talking about. So if you get a user ID, right? And see, actually, I find this problem in the docs that they are using add before explaining the add. They are using get hidden before explaining the get hidden. They are using all hidden or all before explaining the all. Okay. So I didn't understand. If you understand, guys, let me know in the comment. Okay. Stacks. Okay. So, this is also nice. So this is the breadcrumbs example. I don't know why they used breadcrumbs example because it doesn't match over here. But okay. So let's just do that. Hmm. What do we want to do here? Hmm. Let's do that and put DD over here. That's it. I don't think we need to do more efforts on this. Just reload it. Oh, okay. I did DD here. We need to dump here. So I will keep the dump only. So yeah. Hmm. Okay. That works. That doesn't listen. Queries. Okay. Hmm. Sorry. The stacks can be useful to capture now they are giving the proper example. So why they use this example? I don't know. Just okay. I totally got this. Hmm. Check stack contains. Okay. Stack contains. Okay. You can also pass a closer, and if you can use start bits and all. Right. Hmm. That is cool. Hmm. So do you want to check this? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. So if they have a first value, right, we will do a dump that exists, exist, right, and this doesn't exist, so does not exist. Okay, so let's run this again. Hmm. Okay, so that works as well. I think we need to explore some more things as well. I don't think this is get only pull pop push get all has missing add has add forget all forget add hidden. Okay, now they are explaining hidden after lost lots of stuff. I don't know. Okay, so this is hidden, forget hidden and all events, dehydrating, hydrated, dehydrating and hydrated. Hmm. I always you should not use a context facade within the hydrated callback. Also, instead ensure you only make changes in the repository passed to the callback. Hmm. Yeah, that is cool. Okay, so the repositories exist. So this is what type they were talking about. Hmm. Okay, catch config context. They call it a log. Okay, they call it a log context. Okay, log context. But yeah, let's go ahead. So I think this is it for today, maybe. Okay, so we were talking about the login user and all that. That we can also try. See what we can do is, hmm, let's say we can add a context like, see, let's create one user and the user is already created, right? So we have one user at least in the, so we can say auth even. What we can do is say auth login, right? And say user first, right? Hmm. Why log out? Login. Hmm. And what we can say, we can do something like this: add context, add user, and auth ID. Let's start with the ID, right? And right, we can also say uh, a guard over here, right, and guard. So you can add these two things into the context, or we can say like add hidden as well, right? Then you can dispatch a job, right? And in job, what you can do is auth guard, and you can say context get hidden guard. Oh, I thought it will be in. Oh, this is me only, right? And say log in using ID, and you can again say context get hidden and say user ID, right? Or we can say just auth ID, right? That will be better because we are using different guards, right? And but why we actually want to do login using so we are actually now you can do dd auth user, but if you will do dd, that will not info, yeah, auth auth user, yeah. hmm. And we can say square bracket over here and here as well, and we can say nothing, we shouldn't say anything, right? So yeah, that is what actually I was saying. And what you can do is you can add middleware, that job middleware to it, right? And so you're all, well, actually that is cool. hmm. So actually I'm gonna try to create a package where you have two middlewares, right? One is for web, and second is for jobs middleware. One will add this context value to the I mean add this value to the context, and another middleware will make you log into this that particular user. Oh, that is fine. Run this. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I'm even interested in that. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One thing is fishy. We are missing semicolon somewhere. Web.php. No, I think that is the old error. So let's run this. Video is not allowed in the serialization. Whoa. Okay. So what we done? We log in. We added hidden two things. We dispatched one job. In job we did something like this, right? So why it is failing? Dehydrate hidden. Okay. So we are saying auth ID and we are saying a guard. Whoa, whoa, wait. We need a guard name. So do we have an how to get a guard name? Hmm. We will check it later. At least we can do something like this for now. I think that was the issue, I guess. Now it works. And we also have jobs successfully done. Let's clear the log and run everything once again and see logs. Oh, auth user has null. Okay, the auth user has null. Hmm. Okay, so what I understood is we maybe the hidden stuff is not available in the jobs. Maybe let's see. So just do comma over here. Hmm. Fine, perfectly fine. So just run it again, and you can see the logs. See the logs and yeah. So hidden. Okay, this is null actually. Otherwise, this is fine. So we are getting user ID as a null in the context. So that is actually the issue. So why don't we have a user in the database? Hmm. Just reload it. Okay, we have the user. Hmm. That is also fine. We have the user, but we don't have an auth ID. So that will gonna work. Get key, right? And let's remove the DD. Let's clear the logs and let's run this again. And hopefully we will have a. We still not have a user. Why? Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. It should be auth ID. That was the okay. Now it worked. Yeah. See, we have a user in the here as well, right? Hmm. So we can even undo stuff. So this should be auth ID, nothing else. That is what the issue. Hmm. Now if I again reload this, see, we have the user in the database, right? So what we can do is actually, so let's create two middlewares, right? First will be let's use this, right? I don't know what should we do. Hmm. So what I'm saying is we can add those things over here from any particular middleware, and let me show you the job middleware. My gosh. Hmm. In a job middleware, see what in a job middleware, what we can do is we can get these two things from the context, right? And just add those two things into the like we can log in it, right, in the middleware. That is actually a good idea. I will gonna create a package soon. Hmm. One good package idea. Okay. So yeah, but we can do one thing before everything. Not Laravel. Spashi package skeleton. Yeah, this is it. So what we can do is we can say use this template, and what will the good name? Authenticated jobs? No. Auth auth jobs? Laravel auth jobs? Auth jobs for Laravel, right? As Taylor says. I don't know. Okay. Laravel auth jobs. Right. Laravel auth jobs. Is it a good name or hmm, Laravel auth jobs? I think this is good. Laravel auth jobs. Hmm. It's fine, totally. So we're gonna create one package later, but yeah, hmm, good. So let's keep it likewise for now. Taylor merged it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We done a PR in a live stream and it got merged into the live stream as well. That is cool. So we did a PR on Laravel on the live stream and it merged in the live stream only. That's cool. So yeah, I gonna create a short, I think, if it is possible. That's cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So I think this is a good new. Okay. Okay. This is good news for us, and I don't think we can check this. We can check this in a future stream if we want. If you guys want this. Okay. So let's end this stream. Hmm. Oh. Okay. See you guys. Thanks for joining.